All right, man, we headed to game 5. Game 5, oh yeah. Let's go to the elevator. Yo, game 5, we on the way, man. Let's go Panthers. All right, guys, we made it back to the crib, man. We in Wendy's getting something to eat, man. A little long line. We got the Mini Cooper this time around. Hey, I actually like the Mini Cooper. It's actually good on gas. You feel me? I like it. Yeah. All right, you two, while we sitting waiting in line, man, I wanted y'all to look at something right quick, man. Y'all take a look at this, man. Y'all take a look at this. You mean the average black truck driver, the white truck drivers are doing just fine. Y'all take a look at this, man. I'm popping up on the screen. I can't remember exactly what he said word for word, but he said some racial undertones things. So, real quick, guys, I wanted to holler at y'all about something, man. I'm not gonna directly go at him, you know, that idiot, but I'm gonna say this, man. Tonight, we're going to talk about my experience as a black man in truck driving. So, again, this has no racial undertone. I'm just going to give y'all my experience because I got idiots like this all the time commenting on stuff, you know. From my point of view, from the time I've been in trucking, have I experienced any racism or disparity on how I was treated in comparison to, let's say, my white counterparts that I probably work with or that I know? And I'm trying to think how I want to answer that, and because I can say the same. I should do a video about my experience in the military as a black man, but my experience in trucking as a black man, for the most part, it's been good. But do I have instances? Did I have people coming behind me, behind my back, telling me how my terminal manager was, you know, a certain way? Hell yeah. I'ma say my time in trucking as a black man has been good. But there are been times where I noticed, more so me being in the South, where predominantly terminal managers are white, and you got that rural type of white and co-workers, like living in the Gulf Coast, you know, between Houston and Mobile and Pensacola and New Orleans. You got African Americans, then you got them good old boys, them country boys, like them Southern Alabama people, you know, them country backwood, you know, hicks from Jay, Florida. If you ever been to Pensacola, everybody know not to go to Jay as an African American. My best friends are white, so don't take nothing I'm saying out of context. You know, I got white family members, so don't take nothing. I love everybody, but I'm telling y'all some real stuff. Growing up in the Gulf Coast, well, not growing up, I ain't from there, but me living in the Gulf Coast, coming from South Florida, where it's a melting pot of ethnicities, and being in Houston for so long and being around Houston and Dallas, where it's another melting pot of ethnicities, going from South Florida to North Florida was like a culture shock to me. So when I got into trucking, I moved out of South Florida, and I was running routes between Northwest Florida, Panhandle, Florida, Atlanta, Birmingham, Alabama, Houston. So seeing that type of demographic, I had not seen that type of work with that demographic ever in my life, not even in the military, because we had a lot of city boys in my unit. But coming from South Florida, where it's a big city, it's like being in LA or, Dallas or Chicago. I grew up in Palm Beach, Florida, okay? This is not the Donald Trump Palm Beach. Do your research before you say anything. Palm Beach, the real Palm Beach. If you know, you know. Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Miami. That's where I come from. So seeing this country stuff and seeing how people were was a little different. Like, the terminal I was out of was in Mobile, Alabama. And over there, from what I seen in that part of Alabama, the black people wasn't up to par management-wise as white counterparts. And, the last company I was with, I'm not going to say their name, but I hear all the time that my terminal manager was an asshole. He wasn't really that bad to me. He never tried me because I guess, I don't know, maybe the first time he met me, he knew I wasn't none of the ones to play with. But we had white coworkers saying derogatory things to African-American coworkers, and they were still working at the company because he swore up and down he didn't say it, but we had 3 or 4 people saying he said it, but for whatever reason, they didn't fire this guy. And the kid that they said it about, he still works there. I hope it works out for him, because if somebody would have said something crazy to me, I would have whooped their ass on the spot. I don't care about no job. I'm going to get money. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping about no job. Like, I got money. I'm straight. But the type of demographic I work with, you had some people that you knew they don't hang with African Americans outside of work. They don't communicate with them outside. I'm not posting any disparaging stuff on anybody. I'm not accusing nobody. I'm just saying, from the outside looking in, like when I would tell them, hey, I'm finna go on these trips, I'm finna go out of here, I got a YouTube. Some people didn't like that. They were like, how he doing all that stuff? Like, it was a lot of people trying to figure out how I do what I do. Oh, he always getting off from work. The terminal manager showing favoritism. How he get to do all that stuff? How is he traveling around the world? And I'm over here living check to check. My white coworkers was acting like that. Now, I got one good friend, me and him tight, thick as thieves, older white guy, in his 60s. So don't think whatever I'm saying is out of context. This is my right-hand man in trucking. Okay, my man, he a biker and everything. If you didn't know him, you would think he was on Sons of Anarchy. But the truth of the matter is, his wife is Mexican and he's half Indian, but you didn't know it unless you knew him. So my bestest friend at this job was a white guy. So don't think it's any, like I keep trying to reiterate, but growing up in the Gulf Coast, working in the Gulf Coast, I experienced racism. Yes. I experienced people that were ignorant to a lot of stuff that African Americans do. So that's not necessarily saying I had a bad experience, but you just had people that they never met nobody like me before. So when they see my Instagram or they see I'm on private jets, they see me on Facebook, they see me on YouTube, they ain't processing that I got all this going on. But why he working at a job? Why not? All that stuff add up. If you work at a job, who cares? If I want to sit on my ass and be retired, I could do that, but I don't. So that's just more inclination for y'all not to be lazy. Hey, if travel trucking not sitting on his ass, what's my excuse? Why I ain't running my bag up? A lot of y'all on here ain't never seen 100,000 cash. Okay, you might not see that in trucking unless you was an owner operator when the times was good. Okay, so me being still young, I'm only 35, man. I seen a lot. Okay, I done touched a lot of money. I done worked with anybody you can name from all edges of the world. I done been to combat. I done had superiors in the military that I know was racist, and I had to work with them every day because we was all working for the government. I had no voice in the military. So all that I'm saying about in trucking goes back to that comment right there. That's the type of people you got in trucking. That's why I just said all the stuff I said. Guys like that, you're going to be working with, and you don't even know that's how they feel. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to be careful what you say to people. You got to be careful who you let in your home. You got to be careful who you give your energy to. Like him, hey man, hey, bless you, bro, because I don't know where you getting that from, the average black truck driver, because I know plenty minority, not just black, we talking about Hispanic people balling out here. It ain't about, it's a lot of white people out here that's not check to check, but the average truck driver is stating, no matter your race, creed, or religion, or where you from, the average truck driver cannot afford a home. We don't have to get in the race, okay? For you to say that, that's ignorant, bro. Like, you like some of the people I used to work with, like, I want to knock y'all head off for saying stuff like that. I just think this is what the world we got going on right now. You understand what I'm saying? This is what you got to work with now. So, my experience as a black man in trucking has not been bad. But I have had instances where I've seen ignorant stuff and I smelled ignorant attitudes. Like, I'm not slow. You understand what I'm saying? Like, my IQ is through the charts. It's through the roof. Okay, so I can smell when you a good old boy. I can smell when you like me. I can smell you don't like me. And I can smell, well, hey, I'm just hiring him because he gonna work for me. He gonna make me money. I get it. Ain't none of y'all got to be my friend outside of work. And none of y'all got to be my friend outside of YouTube. I can give two shits. I rock with a few of y'all off of YouTube. You know, my right-hand man, Lombard Trucking. You know, Anthony TV. I rock with y'all. But, my bad. I had to order my food. But, I rock with a few of y'all off of here, man. So, you know, like I say, my bestest friends are white. You know, they watch this all the time. Lombard Trucking. That's my right-hand man. Went to war with him. Okay? We didn't lay the fighting hoes together. So that's my man. So don't think I got something against people like that in my comments. Nah. But, hey, look. I don't get in. I never got into trucking to make friends. I never made this YouTube channel to make friends. I got a YouTube channel to voice my opinions on stuff. You know, to show my world. Traveling and trucking at times. So that's the main reason why I got on this on this channel, man. So all that ignorant stuff y'all doing, man, y'all got to cut that out, bro. The average black truck driver can't. Dude, listen, man. Hey, we got property over here. We got lots of investments. I got retirement. I was retired before I was 23 years old. Whoever you, Dennis D or whatever, 321. So don't think, you know, you talking to some ignorant dude over here, man. I've been putting up money a long time, bro. Like, I'm not going on no rant. I'm just telling you some real shit. You understand what I'm saying? So, you got to watch who you talking to on this YouTube, man, because a lot of y'all's typewriters on the internet, y'all wouldn't say none of this in my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, I done ran into a few of my subscribers in person. They done introduced themselves. I done ran into Anthony TV, you know, like, 321, that's the area code in Florida. So, hey, man, hey, I ain't hard to find. If that's how you feel, you know, I come through your city, you know, have an open discussion with me into my face. But, you know, you can say what you want in ignorance, but you ain't gonna say it to my face. I promise.